Hi and welcome, Sarah here. Oh, it's a good day. I love receiving new goodies in the post. Here I have my little helper also enjoying receiving our new goodies. And today I'm going to be doing some lino printing. I've done lots of lino printing in the past, but I really wanted to have a go with this Gruuve kit. It looks absolutely super duper and it's completely eco-friendly. I love receiving things like this in the post and I can't wait to try it. What's brilliant about this little box as well is that you get absolutely everything you need in there to begin your project. You get traditional lino mounted on these blocks, making it really super duper easy to use. You get red ink, but you can also get a gorgeous gold and black as well. This is a wonderful craft because you can start printing absolutely any designs you like. I say though, as a beginner, start simple, do a nice bold design and see where that takes you. I'm going to show you two simple designs that I like today, and all you need to do is draw your design on the tracing paper that comes with the kit, turn the design over, pencil side down, and rub that through onto your lino. Or you can of course draw directly onto the block. I just think it's good to know your design, know it's going to work, and then you transfer that onto your block. So there we go, the design's transferred. You can do all of the design on the tracing paper, but I like to do mine a little bit freer and decide where I'm going as I go. Here I'm creating an abstract leaf design. It's easiest to go in with a marker pen next and mark out everything you're going to take away. It's recommended to warm up your lino so it's easier to carve. Place one of the carving blades into your wooden handle. I like to use the tight V blade. Hold the handle in your hand like this, and you see my finger is on the top. And my finger is then always pointing away from my body, and I make sure my fingers and everything are behind the blade. Gently insert the blade and gently slide along the marks that we have made, and you'll then make a nice groove. And we get a nice groove in there. So then again, we're going in that same direction as always. You want to glide the blade in the same plane as the block and really guide it around. And you get a really nice cut. So we cut the lino away, and what we leave behind is the image that we print. I tend to keep my hand more or less in the same sort of position and then move the block as we go. As you practice, you'll really get the hang of it and you'll really get a feel for it. You'll get a feel for how much pressure to put on and how it glides through the linoleum. I really wanted to give this little Gruuve box a go as it's a completely eco-friendly kit and is completely plastic free. The Gruuve boxes are by Molly and Hayden, and they want to bring creativity to you just like I do. And every time a box is bought, you're also planting a tree. You can see there I've just changed the blade to a wider blade so that we can take out some bigger sections. I like to choose a direction that I'm going to take that section out with, and then I'll do that same motion for that whole section. Sometimes some of that section can pick up some of the ink and you can get some what we call fuzz or noise in the background. So if you've done it in a nice even way, it looks neat in the final image. So keep going and remove all the lino in the negative space. So there we go, I've put in my initial grooves and now it's time to just clear up. Just make sure you clear the decks and lay down a surface of newspaper or similar, because it's the fun inking up process next, although I do think every part of this process is great fun. This is a really gorgeous vegan red ink that comes with the kit. It's absolutely beautiful, and we're going to be using these daubers to get the ink on. I've never actually used these before. I always use a roller, so I was slightly dubious to see how they work. This one, it appears, I think the small one is obviously for small areas, but we'll give it a go with the large wool one. Do you see the motion that I'm using? I'm dabbing up and down, not spreading it on. We're dabbing it up and down, so it doesn't get into the grooves, but it goes on our surface. So there we are, it seemed to work really quite well. Now you want to stand up, Get above your item and just do a test piece. This is first one. I recommend that we just do lots of testing because, as you can see there, I didn't quite get it to the edges. So if you do lots of practicing, you can find your technique and get there. And so you dab it into the ink on the lid there, and there we go, that motion again, up and down, dabbing it. So it's an alternative way to the roller. So I've done plenty of little test pieces there, and I've gone and seen that actually I'd like to have those grooves a little bit more leaf-like, so it gives you a chance now to clean the block up. You can clean that with soap and water and then go in and add some more detail. Use the different blades and experiment. To get little dots you can push in and then push up. So that's the great thing with lino cutting. You can keep changing it until you're happy with the design. And I've got some of the gorgeous gold here, and I'm going to try it out with this one as well. Make sure you push your block down nice firmly and evenly, and then every time you do a new print, add the ink again in exactly the same way. And this one builds up a really beautiful pattern, and I'm going to experiment with that a little more and show you that at the end. The golds come out really lovely, and I just wanted to experiment and see if I could use my roller with these inks. But these two in combination don't actually work, so I'll have to give it some more practicing and see what I can come up with. But the daubers really did quite surprise me, and I quite enjoy that technique. If you've tried a roller and you didn't get on well with it, try the wool daubers and see how you get on. And to wash them out, just make sure you wash them in cold water so they don't shrink. Here I've got a design I did a while ago on some soft cut lino, and I just wanted to try this out with this beautiful gold ink. With the kits you get some blank cards, so I'm just trying this design to make a cute handmade card. When you have your lino not on a block, you do it in the opposite direction and you put your paper on top of your lino. I just wanted to show you another really super simple design as well that is really quite effective when you put it together, but this time I'm leaving the corners on so that you have a guide and it's easier to position, as that was what was a little bit tricky with the first design, lining everything up nice and neatly, but I will show you at the end how I get on with that. So I've cut this ever so simple design out, and we're going to try this too. I found to get an even application of ink, I dabbed the ink on one side, then I turned the dauber over and dabbed it lightly all over with that too. I find it really therapeutic to do the lino cutting. I absolutely love it. There's something really crafty and homemade about it, and I hope you do give it a go too. In some of my other videos, I'm going to show you my air dry clay with the lino printing. And so with these, we have those corners as a guide that are going to make a little starry shape, and see how the pattern really develops with this. So it's a simple circle on your square, and what a gorgeous pattern this creates. So you don't need to do anything complicated to create something really quite stunning. I found at the beginning I wasn't adding enough pressure down onto the block, but now I am adding enough pressure, I'm getting a lovely clear image. And I think Molly and Hayden from Gruuve Box have done a really nice job of putting together this little kit so that you can begin your journey in printmaking. And as you go, you can add different bits into it, a roller and all kind of things, and experiment with lots. And I'm going to do that, as I say, in my other videos too. With these designs, you can just keep building up the pattern and you can go as big as you like. Why not frame it and put it on the wall? Please come back and watch some more of my crafts. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.